Derek, job done. How do you feel we dealt with that task today?
Yeah, I thought the approach for the players was terrific for the outset. You know, we treated the cup tie in the manner where it needed to be treated. Sometimes you can come here and these types of games and feel a bit pre-season about it, and I thought the players you know, really focused on the job in hand. I thought we controlled the game. We get 2 goals, which should put us in the easy street in terms of being comfortable with our work. We were a bit, I thought, kind of loose in the final bit, still searching to score more goals at that top end of the pitch, and clearly it's something we're still looking to try and bring in. Obviously Vass, we didn't want to take a risk today if we didn't need to. Now he can get a full week's work ahead of the Rangers game. Watkins we kept on for 90 minutes because he needs it, he needs the minutes, and if we're ever going to get Mali up and running properly, he has to get through these games. So, no, for us, we were pleased with some aspects of it, 100% pleased with the players' approach to it, but just bemoaning the fact that we've lost a goal where when we lose the ball on the halfway line, we're going to be playing against teams of a level who can punish you, but we shouldn't be punished from one pass and one header. As good as the pass was and as good as the header was, we shouldn't be losing that type of goal. We've got to be better on that kind of transition. The level we're going to be playing against, it's a reminder that the concentration levels and decision making has got to be sharper. So, and it becomes then a wee bit more nervy than it has to be. I don't think that it causes any problems after that. But while it's only 2-1, they're never going to give it up. And again, I thought the subs helped us at the right time, gave us a wee dose of quality and energy at the right times. And we've managed to see the game out. If you watch the game back, we'll probably feel more comfortable than it actually was, but more comfortable than maybe we thought at the time. But the objective 2 or 3 weeks ago was to top a group, get into the draw, and that's what we've done. So players deserve a lot of credit, considering we're still trying to build all those relationships. They're still getting to know about me and my staff, they're still getting to know about the club, and I'm still finding out about my players who've been brought in. So while we're trying to go through all these changes and make all these adjustments, to have signed 10 players, I think it is, still got some senior players injured, to top a group as tough as the one was, we've got to be pleased with it.
It's a completely different challenge next week, of course. Do you think we're well placed going into that one?
Yeah, I think we're certainly better placed than we were a month ago. I'm hoping over the course of the season we'll prove we're better placed as a club and as a team to deal with the rigours of the Premier League. You know, I think for all the reasons I've said, we'll still get Vassell and Wright and McInnes to come back into things. Hopefully all 3 will be training fully next week and come into consideration for the Rangers game. And that level of experience and know-how is very important to us. We're still trying to make a couple of signings if we can, ideally before the weekend if we can. And we'll work towards that. But I think as a group of lads, you know, you can never fault them for their effort. And if we can maintain our home form as we had last season and show a capability of winning more points on the road, and then I think we can be encouraged by what's there. Sometimes, you know, these games, you've seen Premier League clubs getting dumped out of the cup, and no, everybody's been convincing. I think from where we were 3 or 4 weeks ago when the players just come back into it, to have topped the group, to have come through it, to have built the fitness as the way we are, I think we're in as good a place as possible. But you know, the real stuff started a few weeks ago with the groups, but the Premier League is where it's at, and we've got to make sure that we're as ready as we can be next week. And I feel a lot of the players are in a good place, and some are still searching to be at the top level, of course.